Kikubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan Rashapi taka Frank Motors, the all-new Altros. Now, with more exciting features.
Kinongalam juga Garo Students Union haka santrik unai luar aja apulai. Kalau IT dak dor khas haka Myntri ke kot ke khia, ke sorkar jela ke Dr. Amprin Lingdo, bandawai ke sorkar bakantung yung middle level health provider haki puas ke balai harilum Garo namar haka jinglap jong keseng. Kalau pinkindet hadu kata-kata ba amdan satya wat tang Uwei ru Garo banyo yang ni ke puas middle level health providers. Wat hadiam bigiladon ke puas ke balai thli harilum Garo.
See, there was an appointment, a notification was given, I think on the, let me just check, it was on 23rd of August 2023, the notification was given, where there were, where some 41 number of candidates were selected for the post of Mlhp. But the astonishing thing is that when we inquired about how this whole selection process has been done, we could not find any advertisement for this post. So that led us to do some more research, and then we found out that there were some discrepancies on part of the mission director of the Mlhp. So we had to ultimately meet the health minister and honorable health minister, and we try to give our points that these are some things which has not been done according to the rules laid out by the government of Meghalaya. So we just asked them to review that particular letter, that particular letter which was given that regarding the appointment of this 41 candidates. So we asked them to review it, and certain technical things were also there in which we had some disagreements. But I'll skip that part. But there are some disagreements from our part, and then we have already spoken. We have already laid out our grievances, and the health minister, for the moment, has informed us that she'll look into the matter, and we'll wait for the initiative that she'll take. The minister basically she contacted with MD, mission director of NHM, and it is confirmed that MD has also confirmed that there was no advertisement for the post. Yeah, fresh equipment. We have also, in our suggestion, we have said that fresh equipment should be done, and we, in a sense, we also feel bad also that for the 41 candidates also, because their hopes might also have been high. We want to apologize to the students also, but because the process was not done in the right manner, so we are asking them to give a fresh equipment. Did not give up any advertisement. So without advertisement, under the guidelines of the Meghalaya government, we cannot appoint anybody without any advertisement. That is clear. It is very clear that we have to give advertisement for any kind of appointment. We are not sure about the status. I think the health minister will be in a better position to tell you whether we have selected or not. You see, we don't know the whole scenario. Maybe there might be some from Garo, maybe some from other places, but we don't know the whole scenario, like how many people. But our problem is we got a complaint that there was no advertisement for this post, so we took up the issue based on that.
Any ultimatum being given to the government?
No, not ultimatum. We just gave our suggestions.
With respect to the advertisements of the post of the mid-level health provider, a very important functionary in the entire health system that is being supported by the NHM and other integrated resources that come from the Government of India to the state government. The MLHP is a health provider with a very specific qualification. 3 categories of qualified individuals are permitted to apply for such a post. Number 1, you must be a BSc nursing with a bridge course of 6 months in community medicine or community works under the health department. It is a certified program of 6 months. The other one is the CHO, community health course that is run. Then the third qualification who can apply for these kinds of posts are these Ayush doctors who also have this certificate bridge course. Now this certificate bridge course runs in very specific institutions in the state of Meghalaya. One being the Negrams, and the other one being the Woodland Hospital. However, there could also be individuals with these qualifications passed from recognized institution by the Nursing Organization of India. So, what happened in the selection procedure recently, in the recently conducted application that was called, was a campus recruitment in Negrams and Woodland. It was like a campus recruitment because these qualifications are specific for people having those qualifications. We kind of regret that we overlooked that maybe other people from other institutions could also be having similar qualifications. And hence, the department has engaged again and brought out an advertisement that will encompass and give opportunity to individuals who likely pass out of these two institutions. And this interview will be held in Tura on the 12th of September. Though we know that in the state of Meghalaya, only 2 institutions, recognized institutions, run this program. So, like is done in several other, job recruitments. The Department of Health thought it would be best to do a campus recruitment here. But then, okay, we did that and that has been corrected, and this advertisement has been put on hold, and we have re-advertised the post so that we give equal opportunity for all Meghalayans to apply for this particular MLHP job. Another prerequisite of an MLHP should be knowledge of local language, because the MLHP is a health provider at that level of health intervention after a doctor, above a nurse. Say in some of our services already in the system, like your health centers, health and wellness center, we may not be able to provide a doctor because even in a CHC, PHC, civil hospital, we're not getting enough doctors and specialists. So, Government of India, in its wisdom, has expanded the health system with a hope to reach population better. And these health services, wellness centers, are at the village level. In all probability, about 10 to 15. I'm not sure about the exact requirement or specifications under the scheme, but we should be able to have at least one such health provider with that kind of a qualification, which is a BSc nursing with a bridge course in MLHP. So, keeping in mind that these 2 institutions are operating in this region of the state, we feel it would also be fair that in future we must have such institutions also functioning in other parts of the state. Because now we realize that we will have to recruit a lot of such individuals to help us deliver quality health services to the public at the village level. We will have to ensure that we handhold people from all communities across the state, wherever this gap is seen, to handhold them. Likely, I will also propose to the Honorable Chief Minister if we can have sponsored candidates. Let us sponsor candidates where these gaps occur. Because somebody from another part of the state to work permanently in another part of the state will be a challenging proposition. It is a practical proposition. Language is a prerequisite, because if I don't even understand the health problem of a citizen who comes to my wellness center, how will I commensurate the necessary health interventions? So we have assured these NGOs that, okay, we have taken note that there is no such institution. The IGNU was also running a 6-month program, a bridge course certified by the Government of India and the Nursing Fraternity of India. And but this course, I don't know, maybe has been discontinued or maybe is still continuing. Department of Health will take another step where we will write to IGNOU, and letters have already gone, where we must start this program and have this facility available for citizens of the state of Meghalaya. People are not coming in. We are now evaluating a lot of things to ensure that we have firstly doctors in PHCs and CHCs, these subdivisional of hospitals, MCH hospitals. We need, otherwise we will never be able to achieve our targets. Indicators will continue to challenge the state of Meghalaya. So at least these MLHPs are qualified medical citizens who can help us. Once they have seen a patient and realizes that the patient needs to be referred immediately for immediate intervention, that will help us to a large extent. So we are now giving an opportunity. We'll have this interview there in Garo as well. As per information received, likely there may not be as many, but we can't single them out and we can't isolate them on presumption. We can only test this and make sure that we are able to understand clearly how many such individuals are there with that particular expertise or training. Who highlighted the requirement of officials for every administrative as well as financial interventions. Officers have to come all the way to Shillong for any intervention, and almost every intervention. We must decentralize certain activities of the department, and they have requested for at least an additional director of health services in that region, because really it is very far to come. It's very inconvenient for the public. MLAs were meeting me in the last almost 6 months now, and they have to literally handhold every requirement in those districts, and it's not fair. So that again we will propose, and we will look forward to the Honourable Chief Minister attending to that problem. The third thing that they also highlighted was this discrepancy in certificates of applicants of MBBS in the state of Meghalaya under the unreserved category. They've also expressed their concern. They're also engaging on their own to help see whether there is still any lacunae that needs to be brought to the attention of the government on the matter of eligibility of citizens to apply for MBBS seats from our government quota as sponsored candidates. So I have requested them. The KSU have done it. The JSU have done it also. They've sent me letters. I have forwarded these 2 important letters that also have attached complaints about the discrepancies in these applications. And Honourable Chief Minister will accordingly take the necessary decisions. This is a matter which does not pertain to the health department. We have sent verifications. Verifications have come back, and there has been reiteration of the fact that yes, they are genuine applicants. 8th of August, we have prepared a document which says that we are putting that on hold for the simple reason that representation from certain parts where language is an important prerequisite for functioning of these health officers is necessary. So we've put it on hold. Well, it will be difficult for people from one part of the region to go and stay permanently in another part of the region. So many problems will be there, accommodation problems will be there. So we are working on it, and let the notification come out.